Okay, welcome back. So, here's the thing. Darla's not on full health, I guess I didn't heal. Basically the next thing we have to do is fight... Is it Maxie or Archie? I don't know which. We have to fight one of the leaders at the top of Mount Chimney, and we have basically no trainers between now and then. In the spirit of that, I'm going to be invoking one of the little sort of asterisk bullet points that I set up at the beginning of this series, wherein if I lose a team member and replace them with someone, I'm allowed to grind on wild Pokemon in order to get that Pokemon, you know, ballpark to the level of the rest of my team. Because, I don't know, man, I feel like I need a slightly better team. I need something in place here for what's to come. I'm a little bit concerned about... did I? Hang on. I grabbed those berries. I don't know if I planted some around here as well, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. That was definitely a good use of my time. But yeah, I want to level Gertrude up, is basically what I'm saying. I want to get Gertrude to sort of the mid-20s, same as the rest of the team, because we've got a big scary fight coming up, and I want her to be remotely useful for that, ideally. Because if we run into something that my team just can't deal with, you know, something that Lavender would conventionally have dealt with, or this Cottony, had we been allowed to catch this. Would have been sick if we caught this Cottony here, and then still just got Aries in the cave over here, because this is the Aries cave. Why are you here? If I were a rain cloud, I would shower you in gratitude. Here's a repeat ball. That's not... you could have showered me in more gratitude than that, I'm not going to lie to you, but... Whatever, man, I'll take it. It's free stuff, I guess. I don't know where the best place to do the aforementioned grinding is. Well, I'll tell you what we haven't done, actually. Maybe we don't need to... More berries. Maybe we don't need to necessarily grind just yet, in the conventional sense, because there should be a new Trickmaster house, right? I don't know if it's one that we need a new TM for. I guess we'll see. If it's not, then we can just do that. And that'll be cool. I think I might replant these berries. I'm hoping we're going to, like, discover a citrus berry at some point and we can start using better berries, or, you know, like actual good held items instead, maybe. But, I'll tell you what I want to plant, actually. I think we got, yeah, a beauty berry. It might be a long shot, but if there's a chance we can get a Milotic, you know? If there's a chance we can add a second water type to the team. Wouldn't normally be about that overlap, but come on now. Milotic and Azumarill, I think we can definitely make space for both of those. Yeah, Trickmaster house, that's the plan. That's the new plan. Oh shit, I planted berries everywhere, man. I was on it. I don't think we need to replant these ones as well, I don't think. I just can't be arsed, to be honest. You've seen how many berries we've got now. I think they're going to last us until we discover what citrus and good items are. Hooray. Yeah, I didn't think I'd actually given one to Gertrude yet. There you go. Psychopath, I guess. Probably the quickest way, right? Just getting to avoid trainers. Not trainers, the other thing. Wild encounters. Yeah, there's that power plant down there, isn't there? I think we need Surf to get to that, but... We're not too far off Surf. Just got to essentially... run a little bit of a boss gauntlet. as I say, beat whichever leader it is, and then Flannery, and then Norman, kind of back to back, which is, you know, a lot of the reason why I really want to get Gertrude to a slightly more usable point. Okay, there is a new house. And once again... Okay. Never know where this guy is, but I've got incredibly lucky just clicking on things so far. I know there's one that's like a quiz. I don't know if it's that one now, or if we've got to do another... Oh, okay. This works. I actually have a Pokemon who can do this, right? I taught, Gertrude Flash. Nice puzzle, loser. Outplayed. Out-fucking-played. Place is just a little bit confusing in general, though, to be honest. Okay, what sort of teams are we looking at here? Are these scary yet? No. Are these even leveling up? Are they all just like level 16? Is that just how the trick house works? Like they just don't get scarier at any point? Telling you, man, that fast sleep powder is gonna come in clutch. Again, like if I can ensure that Gertrude like outspeeds things, I'm gonna have a much easier time. Like in this case, we don't outspeed. We don't really have anyone who deals with electric types at all. It's been an ongoing problem with this team. I think we just accept that we don't outspeed. Put it to sleep and then have someone else come in and kill it. Because Oblivion Wing's gonna do nothing. I guess... Nala? I guess? Fuck it, who knows? Who knows who the best option is here? It's a level 18 Voltorb, we're probably fine. There is, I guess, minor concern of self-destruct. I don't think it knows it yet, though. Maybe I should have gone Ecto to avoid that specifically, who knows? A Headbutt would have been more damage, wouldn't it? Yeah, I probably would have killed with Headbutt. Oh well. Let's press Glaciate. It's cool to see my little Fire Lion do an ice move. I think that's neat. This hasn't been the XP bomb I've been hoping for so far, but... Is that a double battle with Ace Trainers? God, who designed this place, man? I think Terra's always a good partner in a double battle, just because intimidate off the bat. This genuinely could be quite scary. Ducklet and Delibird. Okay, not what I want to see. I think we want to get Gertrude the fuck out of here, because they both could know flying moves. I think Blup is a pretty all-round decent response here, and then we probably want to kill the Delibird first, because I don't think the Ducklet's really got much going for it. Neither does the Delibird for that matter, but... it is at least a fully evolved Pokemon in some sense. Gertrude. Okay, Bullet Seed. Okay, that's something. I would have preferred like Mega Drain or something, but we'll take that over Stun Spore, so we at least have a Grass Attack. Definitely missing one since we lost, well, since we lost Lavender, really, but also since we lost Magical Leaf on 35. I think either of these kill. Just hope Terra doesn't hurt herself because she's got high attack and low defense, so it's not good when that happens. Nice. How are we doing, team? I give Terra a little potion. Just a little one. How many rare candies have we got, by the way? One, okay. Never mind then. How do we get that? Hold up, how do we get that? Did I miss something? Oh, this place is confusing. It's some sort of trick house. Oh, I bet we can go down there, can't we? No? Wait, what? How the fuck do we get that then? Don't understand. Too dumb. Thanks for the potion, though. Wait, I'm really dumb, actually. I don't get it. I'm being defeated by the trick house. Let's fight this last trainer. Look how this guy's going on about it being so dark when it's, you know, fully illuminated, actually. This isn't going to be the XP bomb I was hoping for, but at least it's something I can absolutely fucking body. Get wrecked, nerd. Once again, Oblivion Wing carrying this run. Absolutely fucking carrying. Can't go down here. I'm gonna switch to the D-pad to make sure I'm checking every tile. Definitely nothing there. It's got to be here somewhere. No? You can see we can't just walk through the wall here or here. How the fuck do we get there then? Actually, what the fuck? There's got to be like... The roof bits have to be a mislead somehow then, right? I'm not meant to like be pressing A on them, am I? It's not like there's something I can rock smash hidden. Because that would be a pretty cool trick. But no. It's like a secret teleport panel somewhere or something. You fucker, Trickmaster. You absolute fucker. Fair play, honestly. This children's game just fucked me. It just bested me so goddamn hard. I found a scroll. Okay, so now we are once again out of any helpful trainers. I think there's like 2 battles before the leader, so we'll get a little bit more experience, but I don't know, I might just grind a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, Assurance is not a bad move, I don't think. I don't remember what it does. I know it's a dark move. I don't think it's bad. 60 power doubles if already taken damage this turn. The only two Pokemon who can learn it are both insanely fast, so probably not likely. So where do I level? Where do I go to put some experience into the old floaty plant? I guess just as far into the game as we can go. I guess Meteor Falls would have been the place. Although that's just full of Ledibers. May not be worth a great deal of experience. We've not found anything wild that's like a one-stager, you know? Not found any Onyxes or anything. Don't think so. Well, we're here. Probably made enough money to be able to buy another TM, right? I mean, Dragon Dance. King's Shield is very good. I'm going to buy King's Shield for sure. I mean, Outrage is great. Vacuum Wave, I believe, is pretty good. Dragon Dance is obviously Dragon Dance. Having King Shield is mostly just so we have Protect on someone, essentially, although it is a better version of Protect, so even better. Double Edge is obviously a very good move. It's also risky because it hurts him recoil. Dragon Dance would be good if we had the opportunity to set up, which I guess we do now that we have a sleeper on the team. Is it worth a move slot on someone, I wonder? I mean, Outrage is just an insanely powerful dragon move, right? That's going to be neutral against most things. Might be worth just grabbing that. And then I guess Vacuum Wave, because we have a bit of a deficit of fighting moves, and I'll save the money. I do want to get Dragon Dance and Double Edge at some point, but right, King Shield. Okay. Okay, Gertrude can learn King's Shield. We definitely want that on someone, because it is a very good scouting move. Probably drop Flash for that, right? Definitely drop Flash for that. Flash has done its duty now, it got us through the Trickmaster house. Nice. Okay, no Outrage users, and the only Vacuum Wave user is someone who probably isn't realistically going to put it in their moveset. Okay, that was a bit of a waste of money then, but would have been real cool to teach Outrage to, like, Terror or someone, but can't win them all, I guess. The only TM worth anything that we didn't pick up from the market was Substitute, right? Which, given that we now have potentially Dragon Dance as well, I think maybe both of those together could make for some pretty nasty shit on a single Pokemon, but maybe not yet. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I guess we'll just start fighting wild Pokemon around here for a bit. Apologies if this isn't the high-octane gameplay you were expecting. Ooh, Rock and Roller. That's something Gertrude can beat. I don't know, King Shield is... like, in many ways, the randomized TMs have made this run a little bit busted in my favour, but cut me some slack. I've had some very, very rough encounters so far. The gyms haven't been particularly bad, I'll grant you. I think Morville could have been a fucking nightmare if we hadn't got Nala, but the other two were kind of cakewalks, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, obviously getting Night Days and Oblivion Wing and eventually King's Shield is going to prove to be insanely broken as well, for sure. Tell you what I'm afraid of. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I am afraid of Norman. I'm very afraid of Norman, and here's why. Norman, in the normal game, has a slack off. Sorry, a slacking, in fact, the fully evolved one. Which is balanced by the fact it's like an insanely high base stat total Pokemon, but it's balanced by the fact that it has the ability Truant, which means it only attacks every other turn. However, it's going to be substituted for something of a similar base stat total, which is essentially either going to be a legendary or a pseudo-legendary. I don't know if it can substitute into legendaries. I can't remember if that was something I allowed it to do. So I think more likely what we're going to be looking at is a Dragon Gym for Gym 5. And they're going to have like a Salamence or a Dragonite or a Garchomp or something, you know? Which is going to be rough. Or alternatively, it'll be a legendary and it can be, the gym could be any type with a fucking legendary, which is also going to be rough. The only way it's not going to be rough is if the slacking randomizes into a slacking and it's still just a normal gym. Which we can hope for. We can hope for that, but I think that's unlikely. This is all stuff I've just decided not to think too hard about, you know? This is something I'm going to have to deal with later. But this is sort of, as I say, we're coming up into this gauntlet now, where we fight Maxi / Archie, still not sure which, followed by Flannery, followed by Norman, almost back to back, a handful of trainers between each. There's a good little field for grinding Gertrude specifically, actually. You know? We're getting defense and special attack EVs from the two Pokemon we're killing, which neither of which are bad for it. Can kill both things pretty easily. I'm not getting quite as much experience as I'd like, realistically, but you know. We're getting there. We're getting there. So normally when I run out of things to talk about, because the gameplay has become incredibly boring, I tend to like default to politics. And my god, do I not want to talk about politics anymore. My god, do I not want to go there at this point. It's all become such a fucking shit show, hasn't it? Like, my god, man. We're living in parody times. I don't understand how we've come to this point. Like, the USA is just a fascist state. It is literally like pre-World War II Germany at this point. That's not hyperbole, that's not exaggeration, it's just got to that point, and it's like, do people just not learn from history? Even like relatively recent history like that? Do people just not pay attention? Like, you can be as conservative, you can be as bigoted as you like, and even you have to be able to see that what is going on over there is fucking terrifying, man. Surely. Fucking surely. I don't know. I'll say it's not like our country's much better, honestly. Like, 15 years of the fucking Tories. We vote for change, and what do we get? Another fucking Tory. My god, man. It can be, I wouldn't say enjoyable, but it can be a fun topic of debate or whatever when everything's like relatively normal and something shit happens and you're like, oh my god, that something shit happened. But once you've got to the point where everything shit has happened, it's like, it's just exhausting, you know? You just don't want to talk about it anymore. Just want to pretend it's not happening, you know? Just definitely not the way to be. And my brain chemistry is hardwired the wrong way. Like, I'll make a fuss over minor things, and then when everything gets too serious, I'll just be like, I can't with this anymore. And just let it fucking happen. Definitely something a bit ass backwards about that, for sure. So yeah, we're not talking about politics here on the Average Joe channel. For real this time. For real. I don't know what do I talk about? What can I fill the dead air with here? I could just fast forward through this section, but I'm not going to do that. This is a long play, goddammit. I've started putting that in my video tags because I found out what a long play was about a year ago, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I do. That's the thing I do. I force people to watch the entire experience. Look, here's the thing, right? You're watching this on YouTube. You have the power of skipping, you know? You can skip ahead. You don't have to sit with me and suffer. But if you want to, it's right there. It's essentially like live streaming, but without audience interaction. Because I hate you all. You want a full live stream VOD aside from there's absolutely zero chat interaction. I don't know. I did try streaming many years ago at this point. I don't know. It didn't really click with me. I think a lot of it was like backseating. Was just something I just wasn't comfortable with at all. You know. And it's a lot easier for big streamers to just ignore backseating completely, because, you know, you've got fucking however many hundreds, if not thousands of people in your chat. If 5 people are trying to, you know, not necessarily just backseating, but if they're saying something you just don't want to have to deal with, then you can just ignore them and interact with other people. But when it's a smaller community and you're there just trying to play a game and there's like 3 people in the chat and one of them is just consistently going, hey, you need to go do this, you're playing it wrong, you need to do that. It's like, it's just exhausting, you know? So that's why I don't stream. That's why I prefer to do things like this, which is very old-fashioned, but I'm a very old-fashioned guy, you know? I'm definitely a relic of the early internet, let's put it that way. I'm not afraid to admit that I am that guy who still just has an MP3 collection. I don't have a Spotify subscription. I just have songs on my phone. You know what I mean? That's me, that's who I am. I mean, that at least I'm relatively proud of, because I'm not just throwing my money into a, you know, big fucking conglomerate. Here you go, Spotify, take all my money. I know the artists get paid too through that, but, like, I buy physical media of artists I like. I buy merch. I buy vinyl records, you know? That's how I support them, and I think they get a lot more out of that than 0.001 cent per stream, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's incorrect. Maybe you know, streaming is the way to support artists more so than what I do. But from my blinkered worldview, I believe I am correct, and that's all that matters to me. This is fucking thrilling, isn't it? Absolutely thrilling. I'm determined not to fail this Nuzlocke though. As I say, this is my third one on the channel. So if you're enjoying this content and you've not seen the previous 2 attempts, then I guess I've already spoiled the end and told you I don't succeed in them, but might be something to watch. Might be something to put on while you fall asleep, you know? Some background noise for you. I won't pretend to be anything more than that. He says coughing down the microphone and making the world's worst audio experience for background noise. As I say, fuck all of you. If you don't deserve me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my worst. Yeah. I would quite like to actually take a swing at the big boy at the end of this video. I think maybe that's what we're going to build up to. Do like another 5 minutes of grinding and then just fucking pull the trigger. Might use my one and only rare candy for an extra free level, you know. I don't know what level Skip Plume evolves. I feel like it's relatively low. Like I think it is before 30. I just don't know how much before 30. And if we can get to 24, pop a rare candy to 25, and then just fucking go for it. I love as well talking about like this video being just like a background audio experience or whatever, and just every few seconds just hearing my little plant just go with the fucking Oblivion wing sound effect. Here's some harsh static to help you fall asleep. Is this ASMR? Is that what that is? Hey look, like each to their own. I do not understand the concept of ASMR at all though. I don't get the tingles, you know. What I get is secondhand embarrassment from someone whispering into the microphone at me. Making weird fluttery noises and shit. But hey, if it does it for you, then all power to you. Different strokes for different folks. But I'll be stroking to something entirely different. I can't steer this goddamn bicycle. Why is this game so hard? That should be the next hardcore gamer speedrun. You have to do the entire game on the bicycle, and if you crash into anything you have to reset, you know. Super Nuzlocke rules. Now, I've always had this like morbid fascination with speedrunning because it's something that I am so inherently incapable of doing. It goes against like every fibre of my nature because I'm such a fucking... I'm someone who just inherently hates like missing things. I guess completionist is the term. I don't really consider myself a completionist because I'm not someone who like goes for all the achievements in a game or whatever, but if I'm playing through an RPG and there's 2 corridors and I go down one for a while and it seems like it's the path, I will have to stop, turn around, go back and explore the other one. Like, it's essential for me. I don't know how else to do it. My brain gets very mad at me if I do otherwise. Roggenroller. I know we'd probably be getting slightly better experience if we went north and went and fought in like the Charmander fields, but for obvious reasons, I don't necessarily want to be grinding against Charmanders with a Skiploom. I remember what else was around there. It was something like weirdly powerful, wasn't it? Because it was a Skarmory substitute. So whatever it was it's probably worth quite a bit of experience, but it's also probably quite difficult to kill. So, you know. Very much a win some, lose some situation. I swear, if I do all this grinding, go into the fight with the evil team leader and just Gertrude just immediately gets one shot by something, it would be very, very funny. I'm not going to pretend it wouldn't. But also, I would be very, very mad about that. Peak content for sure, though. Absolute peak content. It's kind of satisfying watching the bullets go directly into Roggenroller's little hole. Which I think maybe says something deep-seated about me, potentially. But the way it lines up is very cool. I've never really understood Roggenroller's design in general, though. Like, is that an eye? Is that a mouth? Because, I mean, we all think it looks like a butthole, right? It's not escaping the walking butthole allegations. But evolving from that into Gigalith, which is actually a pretty fucking cool design, is it's kind of crazy, actually. It's kind of weird. How does A become B? How do we get there? Nature needs to explain these things, actually. And by nature, I mean the Pokémon Company. We're nearly there. We're nearly at 24. Video might end up going a little bit long, but I think the results will pay off. I mean, we're going to be getting a lot of special attack from doing this. The sheer amount of EVs we're picking up just grinding on these fucking Ghastlies. I don't think defense will hurt either, to be honest. I don't think defense is a bad thing to be getting on Gertrude. She's like naturally quite speedy and specially defensive, so getting regular defense is a good way of shoring up the sort of weakness there. Nearly there. I will say I think flying in grass is quite good offensively. I think it hits basically everything, at least neutrally, right? Oh, Leech Seed. Okay. Ugh. Here's the thing. Sleep Powder and King Shield, I'm definitely keeping. So I need to get rid of one of my attacking moves. Obviously, Oblivion Wing is the better move. But, and hear me out here, we don't have another grass move on the team. 2 other Pokemon know Oblivion Wing. We have Flying Offense covered. And though the healing is nice, and I would have preferred like Giga Drain over Bullet Seed for sure, I think we need to keep Bullet Seed, because at the moment we don't really have a good way of dealing with water types at all. And also we have absolutely no way of dealing with electric types. Like, our entire team is dog shit against electric types, and having Oblivion Wing as our only attacking move is not going to help there. So this is insane that we're forgetting Oblivion Wing to keep Bullet Seed, but I think this is what we do. Sleep Powder, King Shield, Leech Seed are like confirmed moveset for the rest of time. 3 of the best moves ever made. I mean, obviously Spore over Sleep Powder if we could have that, but Sleep Powder's a very close second in terms of sleeping moves. Nope. Not fighting you. Not fighting you. I've done my part. I've done my part. I'm done here. So yeah, I think if we can just get Giga Drain on, or maybe not even Giga Drain, we might not need it, given that we now have Leech Seed. What am I looking for? What was I doing? Oh, the rare candy, yeah. Yeah, stats aren't coming together too badly now. 49 special defense is pretty good. 34 defense is better than it was. Actually, not as fast as I thought. I really thought Skiploom was a really fast Pokemon, but it's just like... I mean, I know she's got a speed down nature, but even so. Okay. Now, we do have, I believe, 2 fights before the leader himself. I think it's like a grunt, an admin, and then him. I don't know if we keep leading Gertrude to try and get more experience. I think we do, right? Even at 25, she's still the lowest level of the team. Everyone else is 26 or 27, so yeah, okay. Let's go for it. I say we are sort of approaching wrapping up time now, but I want something to happen in this goddamn video. Sick. That's gonna come in handy. Nice to know we can get heart scales by just smashing rocks. That's actually going to be a potentially very useful thing to know later. Hang on, there was an item there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up, back up. Do what you want to do now. Okay, cool. Give that to her as well. Putting a lot of eggs in this new Pokemon basket. I hope it fucking pays off. I really do. I know Jumpluff isn't like the strongest Pokemon in the world, and Flying Grass is quite a bad defensive typing. But, like, you know. That looks kind of shocking. Look at that amorphous single texture blob that is this mountain. I think the old cutscene was better, I hate to say it. I think for the most part this game looks good, like visually. I like its aesthetics. Did that guy in there do anything? Is he relevant? No. No, he's not. Not even slightly. I'm getting paflooshed out the way. Paflumped and paflooshed. I'm not allowed to go that way. Can I go this way? No, okay. Cannot cross between the battling grunts. That's fine. Oh, impudent fools! You Team Aquacurs dare to impede the great Maxie! I guess we're fighting Archie then, because Maxie's otherwise engaged. Okay, yeah, first grunt. Did he just... We're working hard for everyone's sakes, because if we move the water around, there'll be more places to swim, is what he said. That's what he said. Good take, mate. Good take. Let me just see if we can just kill this. I may be underestimating a Bunnelby here, but... Ah. Ew. Okay, that didn't do as much as I was afraid. That defense training really paying off. I think probably would have one-shot that with Oblivion Wing, but, you know, it is what it is. I made my decision, and it's paying dividends. Because this is 4 times weak to grass. If it stops protecting for like 1 second. For like 1 second. If I could just sneak in a little bullet seed here. Actually barely does more than it was doing to the... Oh, that's super effective, right? Uh-oh. I mean, we kill it though, right? We kill it before it can do anything else. Right? Like, at worst it has like Aqua Jet, which wouldn't kill because it's a water move. Scary though. Be very wary of rock moves. I really think grass should resist rock. I guess it doesn't make sense, because if you drop a rock on grass, that grass is probably gonna die. But rock... grass and ground should be the same thing. I've decided. We're retconning how Pokemon works. This isn't Archie. I did say we fight an admin first. And I stand by that. I guess they've moved things around a bit and he's like out on this magical glass bridge. I guess. Or was there always a magical glass bridge? I just didn't notice it in the past. Once again, keeping Oblivion Wing would have been very useful here, but you know what? I'm going to press King's Shield and see what this wants to do. Because I've not pressed this move yet, and it's very cool. It wants to use Karate Chop. I'm not massively afraid of that. For not very effective... Oh, that was a crit, to be fair. I was going to say, for not very effective damage, that was quite good. Oh, what? Maxed its attack? Excuse me? What have I done? What have I actually done? I'm going to King Shield again here. What the fuck is Anger Point? Can someone explain to me what that move is? Am I going to lose to a Mankey? It outspeeds me, right? Oh wait, it just wants to use a... It just wants to use a fighting move. We're fine. We're fine, actually. We have an answer to that. Ooh. Hope it doesn't know, Oh, we outspeed. Yeah, okay, cool. was going to say, I hope it doesn't know like a dark move or something, because that could have just killed Ecto. Really could have done. What the fuck is Anger Point? Why did it max it to... Is it just like a chance when you get hit to just fully max your attack? Is that how that move works? Because that's fucking busted. I would have described this team as a downgrade from what she had at Meteor Falls, the Delcatty and Clink team. But honestly, that Mankey was fucking terrifying. This Clefairy appears to just be spamming defense kill, so I'm less concerned about this. Glaciate's a nice move though. Appreciating what this is adding to the team. You're telling me you've upped your game since last time? Not really, I triggered your monkey into nearly sweeping my team. There's an item down there. It's a little secret path to get a secret item. That's pretty exciting. And it's a pretty good item, actually. This is after that move got massively buffed, right? Yes, it is. Sick. We at least want to give it to Peekablup, I think. Peekablup's got some very open move slots right now. Get rid of Rollout because it's an accident waiting to happen. We could also give it to Terra over Oblivion Wing, potentially. Although having a special move is potentially more useful than not having a special move. You know, in case we come up against something that Terra is uniquely good against, but it has very high defense stats. I think we leave it at that for now. You know what? We beat an admin. That's pretty good going for the day. It could have been worse. We didn't do nothing. Potion up. And I think we'll actually attempt Archie next time. Yeah. That's a cool cliffhanger to leave it on, isn't it? I'll see you for the next one. Bye.